Hello and welcome to Not So Awesome Review. And today we're looking at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time Shredder action figure by Neca Toys. And before we get into it, I do want to mention that this is the last review I will be doing in this style, at least for action figures. I'm hoping to switch things up, make them a little bit more, I don't know if I want to say cinematic, entertaining, I don't know, just switch things up, I'm tired of the old formula and see how things go. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing. I did experiment with a few figures, doing a few things, seeing how it goes, and expect randomness in the next few videos until I figure out exactly how that's going to, turn out, but hopefully better than these ones. I don't know, I wanna change things up. That's my goal. But anyways, looking at this Shredder figure, let's start off with accessories and then we'll get into the sculpt and all that. So accessory wise, comes with 2 pairs of style opposing hands, 2 pairs of open hands, 2 pairs of fists. He comes with his lightsaber blade thingy. I don't know if it actually has a name in the game, but that's what it looks like, so that's what I'm gonna call it. Comes with his sword, this like extending hand thing that looks really cool. And this like kind of fire effect that looks really nice. The fire effect does go onto one of the fists. The extending hand thing does clip under the arm, and both open hands can hold both swords. So yeah, a good amount of accessories, which is a good thing. It's always a good thing, and I like it. I actually really like this figure. The paint on it looks really good. Aesthetically, the figure looks amazing. Looks like the video game has the little kind of pixelated squares going around it, more like rectangles than squares, but it's a nice pattern throughout the figure. Has more of the pink cape. It has that neon look to it almost, especially when he's holding that lightsaber thing, and I really do like that look. The blues, the lighter blues and the dark blues mixed on the armor. The face is painted so nice at the eyes and everything. It stands out really good. I can't even say that it's better than the animated version, because the animated version looks really good too. Different style, and we will be getting to a comparison in that in a little bit. But just like with the last few turtle figures, I'm not sure if this is the exact same one that you got at the Comic-Con with the foot soldier pack and everything from a few years ago, because I didn't get it, and I don't know, I just haven't seen it enough to know that if it's exactly the same or if it's slightly different or what accessories came. But I like it. The armor on it looks good. The way the blades come out, they're really soft rubber, so no worries about hurting yourself or others. I would say that maybe not. Yeah, just be careful with the blades. You don't want them to kind of get stuck in a single position. So if you're gonna put them in storage, definitely just put them like on top of the box with all the blades facing out. Is what I'm trying to say. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be doing some heating up and cooling off and stuff to try and get those to not stay bent or anything. But yeah, everything came out really good aesthetic wise. I really do like it. Body wise, it looks good. Paint wise, again, there's always gonna be those little mishaps and stuff, but for the most part, looks really good. I can't complain about it. And again, even the accessories, the paint on those look amazing. The yellow on here and the white on here, the way it's dry brushed and everything, it looks really good. A little green towards the top, but can't really complain. And yes, Shredder did just fall over, but it's fine. We're not looking at him right now. We're looking at these accessories, but again, I can't talk. It's really hot, by the way. It's like still in the 90s, I think, and it's almost midnight. But yeah, white on it, the white on the hand, the pattern, all of it looks really good. Love it. Can't complain at all. Even the paint on the sword, which, excuse me for that, looks good. You got the silver on it and the silver, darker silver on the blade itself, and yeah, it looks really good. Anyways, let's move on to some articulation. So articulation wise is actually really good, but before we get into that, I did want to mention I didn't notice this until just going over the figure again right now, but right here on the side, it's like the seam of where the rubber on his chest area, suit, whatever you want to call it, it looks like it's kind of splitting a bit compared to the other side over here where it's perfectly fine. Yeah, that's different. I'm pretty sure that the animated Shredder I have does not, yeah, he doesn't have that problem, so I don't know. I could say maybe it's from the extreme heat, but I really, really doubt it. Just be careful with that, though. I think it'll be fine. I don't know, maybe I'll hit it with some hot glue later, but for the most part, I think that should be fine. Let's actually get this out of the way here. And yeah, so articulation-wise, head can move up a little bit, move down a pretty good amount, tilt side to side, look left and right, so articulation there is good. Arm can go all the way flat, down, around and pretty much all the way. Just move that up, but be careful because it is a soft rubber. You don't want to rip that off. So articulation right here at the upper arm, double jointed elbow, wrist rotation and hinge, though mine is a little stuck, so I'm not going to move it too much. No real chest articulation, which, I mean, the foot soldiers didn't have it either, and the turtles technically don't have it. Do any of the figures have it? I don't think so, actually. But yeah, rotation, a little bit of movement forward and back, and a little bit side to side, but not much. So it's alright. It's not great. It could be better, definitely. Legs can go all the way out that way. Can kick basically all the way forward without the rubber getting in the way. Kick all the way back without the rubber getting in the way. Move the leg up there with the upper thigh rotation. We have the double jointed knee. We have the boot rotation. We have the leg back, not forward because of the armor. A slight pivot, gotta work it in there a little bit, but he does have a slight pivot and he does have that toe articulation. So aside from the chest piece, he has basically all the articulation, and it's actually really cool. The cape is nice. Would have been cool if it was wired, not gonna lie. But aside from that, I mean, it's a really nicely articulated figure, which it's what you kind of expect from Neca. They do a really good job at what they do, that you don't really miss that, like, chest articulation too much. Yes, it would be nice if it had it. I would love it. But because it preserves the sculpt and everything, I guess it's all right. Though I know they've been able to achieve better articulation in that area with some other figures. So I kind of wish they would have gone there with Shredder, but you know, it is what it is. This figure does share the same arm and legs, by the way, as the foot soldier. So if you have one of those, you can mess around with the legs and the arms, and you can see the articulation from that. It is the same on here, more or less, aside from the foot moving forward, I want to say, because there's no armor to block it, though I haven't actually tested that out. But yeah, looking at it sculpt-wise, same thing. But let's actually just move on to that and finish up this video. I keep wanting to say different words and I'm like saying combined words. This is why the format needs a change. I'm just putting that out there. So first off, here he is next to the animated series Shredder, and you can see that it is more or less the same body, though the armor is completely different. Even the top of the helmets are actually different. Don't know about the mask part and the side part of the helmet, but the top part, definitely different. Eyes painted so much more different that I can't, you know, say I prefer one over the other, because the one on the right definitely has an animated look and the one on the left just has a really good paint job around the eyes to just make it look really nice. Aside from that, pretty much same-ish figures. Yeah, it's Shredder and it's video game Shredder, and they're both good. I really can't say anything else about that other than they're just both good figures. And here he is compared to all the other villains we have gotten so far from this line. You can see Slash does stand a good size smaller than him, around the same height as the foot soldier, though the helmet makes him taller, and just a little bit taller than Leatherhead, even though he is just a massive figure and I still love him so much. Hard to say which one I like more in the wave, but all in all very good figures. Each one of them cool in their own way. Probably the foot soldier the least unique, but the one you probably want more of than anything, because you kind of want to have that Foot Clan thing going on. So yeah, all really good. Loved seeing this. Love seeing teams come together like this, even if it is just the villains. Can't wait for more of these. I know that they're planning on making animated Baxter Stockman and a few other ones that were in the game, so I'm assuming once those are released, we'll probably get repaints of them at some point, kind of like how Leatherhead has his animated repaint, and so does Slash. So excited for that, and yeah, just it looks good. It looks good together. That's all I'm getting at. And lastly, here he is compared to all four turtles, and you can see he does kind of stand pretty good over all of them. They all look really good together, and yeah, all four turtles, Shredder, a few foot soldiers, Leatherhead, Slash. I'm liking this series really a lot right now. The animated series has so much more going for it, and I would love to have it if it was easier to get. But as a backup, this is somewhat easier, I would definitely say go for it. But let's just wrap this up and we'll discuss more of that right now, actually. So overall, definitely a really good figure. I can't really complain too much about it. The weird kind of cracking on the side, I want to say that's just my figure. I don't think that's the majority, because neither of my foot soldiers have that and my other Shredder doesn't have it. So I'm gonna give it a once in the blue moon thing, though. Who knows? It might be a little bit more common, so definitely watch out for that. Aside from that, accessory wise, comes with plenty. I'm actually happy with what he comes with, especially compared to the animated 2-pack Shredder, the one that comes with Raphael at the very least. The accessories were there, but they weren't as, I think, great as here, as we get, more weapons, more kind of cool little things he comes with. The little hand thing is definitely up there, especially just the way it's painted. It looks really nice. Probably not the best pose that I have going on here, but yeah, definitely worth the price. Again, if you're trying to collect any of the Neca Turtles and just haven't been having luck, definitely look into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time figure versions. I don't know if there's any more scheduled for this year. So far, they've only lined out what they're going to be doing for the animated line and everything like that. So hopefully more coming at some point, if not this year, definitely next year. I'm sure we still have plenty to come. There's definitely plenty more villains and repaints to be had, because companies like repaints and money. It saves them, on what they're doing. But yeah, again, not the best review. It is a not so awesome review. If you stuck around this long, I just want to say, I will be changing things up once again. Hopefully better, more organized, not just for like the videos and, to make them a little bit more exciting and just a little bit more fun, but definitely for me, because fumbling around, knocking lights over. I just did that like 3 times while filming this video. Stuff falling over. Where I've been filming lately has not been the best place. When I had the infinite white background, at least then things were a little bit more organized, but unfortunately, I don't have that desk in the same room anymore, and even if I did, right now it's kind of being used as a desk, so I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to be doing these, but I definitely want to make it more, again, convenient for me, so I'm not knocking things over and kind of getting frustrated or anything while I'm trying to film these. Hopefully something where I can do more of a voiceover on certain sections so I can speak more clearly, because obviously me speaking, just winging it, especially when it gets late at night. I film these really late at night, so by then I don't know if it's like just the tiredness or what, but words just mesh together and doesn't sound right. I don't know. I figured this after like trying to edit a review a week ago. Like I was gonna release one on Friday, but I didn't like it. I thought it was just like, this is so boring. I don't like it. I need to do something to make these better, and that's what I'm gonna like go for. That's my goal. But there will be an update video on that. A 2,000 subscriber thank you video coming out soon. I don't know if there'll be a slideshow at the end of this video, unfortunately, just because of how hot it's been. And it's just like, even right now, I'm actually sweating because I really need to turn these lights off, is what I'm getting at. But yeah, I'm going to go turn on my air conditioner, do my B-roll for this tomorrow, figure that out. And then, again, the next video review, expect the same background, more or less the same setup, but there will be differences, and expect differences for the next few videos, hopefully good ones. Anyone has any advice on what they would like to see or any ideas, feel free to leave it in the comments below, assuming you've made it this far. Again, thank you. And yeah, hopefully going forward from here, things will be a little bit better, a little bit more organized for both you guys and for me. And yeah, anyways, again, thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.